I'm 50 years old and I live in Los Angeles. Okay, I'm a married guy. I have a wife and family, and it's been a kind of like, a little like, difficult from time to time to adjust kind of like, my life situation. It's just I've been able to manage to basically keep two different lives like separately from each other. Some people find it hot, some people find it like very disgusting. They tell me like, oh, you're cheating on your wife and stuff. But I've always been able to adjust, like, justify what I'm doing by saying like, what I need is something that she cannot give me. So that's why I just kind of like, try to get it somewhere else. Because I only sleep with my own wife. I never sleep with any other woman. That's my kind of like, life policy. Because that I consider cheating. Sleeping with guys I consider not cheating because I told you I justify it that way. Obviously I cannot post my own picture online, and usually I put some like, funny picture or like, some, something that, attracts people, just like make them curious. I almost never contact anybody. Usually people, contact me. So the picture I put right now is a cartoon of like an older guy and a younger guy, and obviously my preference is to meet like younger people. And I have my reasons. I mean, just like, I believe like, younger people are like haven't been around that much and they have like less experience, and I like to kind of like teach them stuff. So that's what I like to do. Some of these young guys have fantasies about, mostly as their like first experience, sexual experience, they like to meet an older guy to be an aggressive guy and just like, kind of like, be very aggressive, and even like, very wild fantasies. Of course, in reality, when you meet them, it really, doesn't turn that way. But when we chat and talk, they really want to do this and that, just be aggressive, just slap me, just like, these things. You want an aggressive top to basically, make this rape scene, just like, play with them like that way. And of course, it's not a real thing because like rape is something that is against their will. But they are into it. They wanted to get into that scene, and I give it to them. I just give it to them. I mean, just like, as long as it's just like mutual, fun. So why not? I mean, they get their like, fantasies done, and and I have my fun. I have a couple of experience with Grindr with guys that disliked my profile, and usually these guys are, of course, like, around my own age. Um, so they come to me, just they message me just out of the blue with no hi or anything, just like, saying very rude and very like nasty to me, that, oh, you're a pervert, you're like, why do you create such a profile? And I always try to, reply very nicely to them, say, hey, how you doing? It's not like, not as bad as you think it is. Because I'm a very adventurous person, I like challenge. I always get myself into risky situations. I've done public sex, just like broad daylight. I've done it like with guys, but I don't care that much about neighbors, and if they suspect something, I don't care. They cannot prove anything to my wife, so. Well, the thing is, like, I'm getting older too, so as I get older, probably I'm gonna become like less and less desirable for, like, if I'm 60, probably, usually these young guys want like from 40 to 50, something like that. So if you're like 55, maybe they don't want you as much as they want me now. When I get older, um, how my life situation is gonna be. Obviously, my like kind of public, life with wife and family is gonna stay the way it is, for sure. I'm not gonna do any change in that. And I don't know. I mean, maybe over time, maybe when my son is out and he's going into his life, maybe I'm gonna come out to my wife. I don't know. I mean, you never know. Like, life is very unpredictable. Basically, in 5 years, maybe I'm gonna just talk to my wife and say, hey, I am interested in guys too.